Good morning, noon, evening or night, depending when you're watching this video. My name is Alegende and welcome back to World of Tanks and a somewhat of a follow-up video on the look back at ranked. Because there were still a couple of points I wanted to, express a little bit more, especially in these two replays I'm going to show you also in this video. So in my look back series, I took a look back at ranked and discussed, pretty much all the points I was thinking to discuss, except for, a very general point of, do we actually need ranked in this game? And eventually I came to the conclusion that we don't. It actually isn't really suitable in World of Tanks. And that is because of the 25% RNG. Like many other games, multiplayer games, have these ranked game modes and also have a bit of RNG in it. But I feel that World of Tanks is so arcadey, so based on luck in contrary to skill, that, it kind of hurts playing ranked. And the whole reason that I don't really enjoy ranked that much, it's because of that. It's presented as the most highly competitive game mode, but there is still a lot of luck involved. In this game though, I do feel a little bit lucky because a lot of shells hit the targets, so everything is going well. But there are also battles, spoilers, the next one, that are less enjoyable because of the amount of, RNG that doesn't go your way. But what about the other competitive game modes like Clan Wars or Strongholds? All those clan battles are pretty competitive. Yes, that's true, but you are not playing for yourself, you're playing as a team. And as a team, you have a lot more influence and can overcome the obstacles that is RNG, basically. By having great teamwork, you can actually win more instead of relying on RNG. In ranked, it isn't really the case, although you do play a little bit in team format. We all know that ranked isn't really a team-based game because of that chevron system I was talking before. So great results, not a long battle this one, but still 2,500 damage done. But it's the next battle that is, the main instigator of this video. Because in Cliff I am going to suffer a lot and show you the whole reason why I think that, ranked in World of Tanks isn't quite suitable. So the whole reason why ranked is this toxic is because you are playing competitive individually. And individually overcoming the RNG in this game is a lot harder, to say the least. Like that, I am missing the Manticore slightly because accuracy RNG is not always allowing you to direct your shell exactly where you are aiming. So, doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you are fully aiming, you still can miss. So how about maybe some other games if I am able to talk about them through the more ridiculous shots that are going to appear. So second shell right in the tracks of the crown one. But yeah, other games, highly luck-based games, I cannot really think of one. Maybe poker, but poker is also quite a skill-based game because you are trying to understand, creep into the minds of your opponents in order to see if they are bluffing, yes or no. Another miss on the Manticore in the meantime, and yeah, other games, I cannot think of other games that have this much RNG in it as World of Tanks, which also have a ranked or competitive, game base or part of the game. Maybe Tetris. No, not even Tetris. Could you imagine Tetris? That's also quite skilled. But here it's just the luck of the draw. Just what is going to happen, where is your shot going to land, and another one right on the cupo of the Krangwa instead of his hull. So already 5 shots in, 0 damage. Was it 5 shots? Yeah, 5 shots in, 0 damage. Maybe more luck on the E50M? Nope, yet another miss, because yeah, he is presenting a quite large profile, but if you are moving just at the right timing, of course, my shell is then bouncing off his upper plate. So yeah, at this moment I am like not grinding my gears, but just rather disappointed, because you want to do shit in ranked. So I'm not yet that desperate to go forward. It's another shell right in the tracks. I mean, come on. I mean, the chances that is happening. Finally, after literally 9 shells, or the 8th shell, I finally deal some damage. It really took that long, and now I'm sick and tired of it. I'm just going to drive forward because I feel like I have to do more. My team is progressing somewhat, but then all of the sudden the HP of my team is dropping significantly, and also the 113 gets destroyed, so there's pretty much no reason for me to have that forwards position anymore, so I have to go back. Like, also RNG, once again, the reason why sometimes these fluctuations in battles happen, the amount of HP. We were in front of HP with 300, and now we are back with, well, over 2000, and that happened in just half a minute. But finally connecting some shots, well, took some fucking time. Would have loved to if that would happen like 10 shots before. But well, I'm still going to do a fair bit of damage, but well, we are still behind on the hit points. That shouldn't be the case if I actually had penetrated most shells before. It's how the game works. So finally, some damage in. Unfortunately, a little bit bad aim right there. But well, there was also a 50% chance that the shell would dip the other side and then would actually hit that tank, that AMX. So now I get a shot back. A little bit of poor, well, insight on thinking that I was getting another shot off at the object, getting a shot in return from the T110E3, which I took for granted, but I also get shot once again by the object and I bounce him again, and oh, this is just so typical, like really. I mean, the enemies had 2,000 hit points left in total, and just look at this shot. I tracking him, but he's just moving far enough that he's still able to hit me. It's the cherry on the cake on this game. But yeah, 2,000 hit points in total. If I connected 8 more shells, I would have done far more than 2,000 hit points of damage. But well, RNG sometimes really doesn't allow you to win a game. And even though I was fully aiming in shots, like of the first 7 shots that I missed, I believe that there were only like 2 of them that were actually like bad aimed or really are far-fetched on hitting, but the 5 is just slightly missing, dipping in the tracks. It really is also a game breaker for me. The RNG alongside the chevron system, just making this game mode quite toxic and well, competitive performing good. Well, if the dice are rolling your way, it is, but if they're not rolling your way, it ain't. And I cannot think of a other game that has this. Maybe you do, you know a game that also have a ton of luck-based elements that are that also has a very competitive game format, but I cannot think of another game, and I don't think that ranked should be a part of World of Tanks. Not with the amount of RNG which is currently in it, at least. So that has been this, well, quite of a continuation video of the Lookback series, but well, it's in general just showing how damaging RNG can be in this competitive game mode. So, well, hope you enjoyed this little video on the back of the look back at ranked. I will see you next time. Laters! Oh yeah, an extra last fun fact. I just checked all of the ranked elements in the game once again, and apparently I could already buy the Concept 1B this whole time. I don't know how that reward was still available. I thought I wasn't really playing that much on the third season this year, but apparently I did, so yeah, I got that one already. So maybe next year the 112 SP is up for grabs for bonds, so... But if that isn't the case, I don't know if I'm going to play ranked at all, in the divisions at least. So yeah, there we go.